Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. So today is Monday the 14th of June. Did you see me remember that date there? That's like the first time ever, really. So it's just gone 11. I have been doing some tidying up and stuff today because I have been, well, I'm hoping to start filming the house tour today. I filmed like the intro and outro, and I'm hoping to film the downstairs bit and then maybe do the upstairs tomorrow, but I'm not sure because I need to wait for my mum to get here basically, so she can do a few bits before I film the house tour. I need her to bring over like the pop-up photography background and stuff in order to take my 365 photo for the day. So I'm kind of just waiting on her at this point. So yeah, I don't really know what to do. I think while I'm waiting for her though, I am going to basically make some more props for more different photo shoots. I had this idea. Do you remember the peacock tail I made for the trash dresses? Well, basically I'm gonna make something kind of similar to that, but it's gonna be smaller. It's gonna be like this big, you know, so it can just kind of go behind my head, but it's gonna be like a, I don't know what they're called, but you see them on like, you know, like costumes and stuff. I'll put a photo up on screen, but basically I'm gonna make that sort of shape out of cardboard and then stick flowers all over it. I have a couple of boxes of these flowers, and I've got loads of fake flowers, which you can just about see in the corner there. And I do also have some more coming, but they're not coming for like another 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know why, but they're just not going to be here for ages. So I might, I've got the Hoover box, so I think I'm going to make the, you know, the basis out of that. Or I might try and do like use lollipop sticks or something. I don't know. I'm just gonna mess around basically and see how many props I can make while I wait for my mum to get here. Okay, it is Tuesday. I have just finished filming the house tour, so I'm going to get those videos transferred. However, while I was filming, I heard someone put post through my door, and they're just letters. However, if you watched the vlogs a couple of weeks ago, you'll know that I keep getting letters from someone who doesn't live here, basically, or to someone who doesn't live here. They were clearly one of the previous tenants, but yeah, clearly whoever it is hasn't changed their address on their various accounts, because I keep getting letters to someone called Danny and Winifred. So if there is a Danny and a Winifred out there who have recently changed their address, recently moved house, please for the love of God change your addresses on all of your accounts, because this is getting ridiculous. So I have not looked at the post yet, but I swear to God, if these are yet again for Danny and Winifred, I'm gonna flip my shit. I mean, honestly, I think I must have gotten about 20 letters or something for them at this point. But obviously I can't open them because it's illegal to open other people's posts. So I can't open them to find out who they're from so that I can message them to say, look, these people don't live here anymore, so stop sending me their fucking letters. But yeah, I'm going to check the letters now, and hopefully they're not for Danny or Winifred. Oh, the first one's for me. Oh, and for me. They're both for me. Okay, fair enough. But seriously, Danny and Winifred, change your fucking dresses because it's getting old. I also realised as I was filming the house tour, I opened the curtains to let some light into my bedroom, and I've seen that the people across from me are in fact hardcore England football fans, which is possibly the worst thing that has happened since I moved in here, and that includes the fleas in the carpet and the shower not working. Yeah, I absolutely hate football, and they're also the household that was partying really loud the other week, and for some reason they're all like, their garden always seems to be filled with topless boys. Like, why? You know, can't you do that somewhere else? Because like, I don't want to see or hear that. Thank you very much. Take your party somewhere else. And also it's technically still illegal because like pandemic, but whatever. But yeah, they got the flags out and everything. They're honestly out in the garden every single day, which is becoming slightly annoying. But yeah, I mostly just wanted to update you on the fact that I'm still getting letters to people who are not me. But you know, those ones are actually for me. So I'm gonna open said letters and get on with editing the house tour. Okay, it is Thursday. It's like almost 11 a.m. I think. I have been doing nothing this morning. I was going to do some sewing because I was going to make my own wheat pillows, because basically the ones I have, they're just from Tesco's. They're not very expensive or anything, which is great, but it also means that they're not high quality. So the Velcro on the one that wraps around my waist, it just like, it doesn't work as Velcro anymore. You know, you may as well, like, honestly, sellotaping it together would do the job better. So I'm trying to make my own, but my sewing machine is not working for reasons unknown. It's just having a fit. So yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it. So I'm just gonna give it a bit, you know, let it sort its life out. And then we'll see if it wants to stop having a tantrum. However, today is exciting because I'm going to go and get my first COVID vaccine. It is now available to everyone over the age of 18. I believe Pfizer has been legalized for everyone over the age of 16 now, and I think they're working towards everyone over the age of 12. I don't know. But yeah, everyone over the age of 18 can now get the vaccine, which means I can, but my sister can't. So yeah, I've got my vaccine appointment today. And also typically it's been like blazing sunshine for the last like 2 weeks. And today, the day where I'm going to have to sit outside in the cold for, you know, like 15 minutes after I've had the vaccine, so I don't make sure I don't have any side effects and things, is the day that it's pouring down with rain. So yeah, thanks for that, England. So my vaccine appointment is at 12:45, I believe. My mum is, well, she's doing shopping at the moment. She'll be over in a bit. I'm not thrilled about the idea of getting the vaccine. I mean, I don't really mind needles. It's not the needles that are the problem. I just hate the doctors, basically, or the nurses, or whatever. If you work in the medical field, I hate you on principle. End of discussion. And then I also have to hang around in the cold and just sit there for 15 minutes, which is even worse, especially because I can't wear a mask. I'm literally like not allowed inside the building, so I have to sit outside in the rain instead, because apparently, like, it's been a problem the last year anyway, but like the doctors, they refuse to accept the fact that some people have exemptions for masks. So I literally just can't go to the doctors. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, but I'm hoping it will at least not be raining for like the 20 minutes we're going to be there. But we'll see, because we all know what my luck's like. So yeah, I'm waiting for my mum to get here, and then I've got like shopping and stuff to unpack. And then we'll be going to get my vaccine. And in the meantime, I'm probably just going to sit here and watch YouTube while we wait to see if my machine wants to stop having a tantrum and start working. I literally don't know what's wrong with it. It just won't work. So yeah, we'll see. Might try and Google it, but who knows? Okay, I had my vaccine. That seems like an awful long time ago because things have happened in between. Yeah, you remember I mentioned that my sewing machine wasn't working this morning? Well, we think it's just decided to break. Pack up. I mean, it is 8 years old. And we think it's something in like this top area. So like realistically it's probably quite easy to fix. However, we can't do it ourselves. We would have to pay someone to fix it, which at this point, like, it wasn't an expensive machine to begin with, so it's probably just like it's going to cost almost as much to pay someone to fix it as it would to just buy a new one. So that's what we did. We just went out and bought a new one. So it's annoying. It happened at a pretty terrible time, but whatever. It is 8 years old. It was going to break at some point, so it was kind of, you know, it was time to get a new one. And yeah, we did. It's down here. It's exactly the same model. It's just green instead of purple. It's like a really nice, it's kind of like the same colour as my skirt. This colour. It's called peppermint, apparently. So yeah, got a new machine, which is funny because in the house tour that literally went up yesterday, I was like, yeah, I got this machine and, you know, I'll just keep it until it breaks, and it broke. So yeah, my machine broke, but I've got a new one now. I had my vaccination, honestly, like, I don't want to talk about it too much. One, because my phone battery is dying, and two, because I want food. But yeah, honestly, the jab didn't hurt, like, at all. I barely felt it. But I did just want to mention the fact that I really hate nursing hospital staff. They treat me like a puppy because I'm autistic. And like, I really hate hospitals and doctors and anything medical. So I usually, like, I don't deal very well. I'm very visibly anxious. I stim a lot, which just sort of brings up the, oh, she's autistic alert, so let's talk to her mum because she clearly doesn't understand a word we're saying. And yeah, it was really, and like, on the one hand, it's like, I don't want them to talk to me because I'm not interested in talking to them. You know, it's a really traumatic place for me to be. I absolutely hate everything to do with hospitals and stuff, so I don't want to talk to them. But on the other hand, it's just so dehumanizing when because he started off talking to me, you know, he asked me basic questions like, you know, have you had a fever in the last 24 hours, you know, stuff like that. But then we got, a few questions later, we got to the part where, you know, is there any chance you could be pregnant and things like that. And he started talking to my mum. So, you know, he asked me, you know, if you had a fever, if you had a positive COVID result in the last week, you know, you're allergic to anything. And then he turned to my mum and he said, oh, mum, is there any chance she could be pregnant? And I'm like, sorry, were we not just talking? Like, why did you suddenly direct that question at my mum? And yeah, it's incredibly dehumanizing. And like, I'm not a child. I'm 18 years old. Yes, I am visibly anxious and stressed because I fucking hate these situations. But you know what? That's part of why I hate it. Because they treat me like a puppy, essentially. They treat me like a scared puppy. And it's just... And then they wonder why I hate them. And I have a negative reaction to every medical staff ever because that's all I've ever experienced. So yeah, not the best experience, but it's also exactly what I expected from the experience. You know, I'm 18, I've been dealing with this shit for a long time now, so I'm used to it, unfortunately. But yeah, if you work at a hospital, or just anyone, just because I'm autistic doesn't mean I can't understand you, okay? Ask me questions, like, you don't need to talk to my mum, or if you are going to talk to my mum, just talk to my mum from the start. Like, don't... It was particularly dehumanizing the fact that he switched at the point where we got to like more serious questions and more adult questions, as if I'm not perfectly capable of telling him whether or not I'm sexually active. Like, what? But yeah, I'm trying not to think about it too much because as I said, I'm used to it by now and there's nothing I can do about it, really. So, and like, I've got things to do, so I'm gonna have some lunch because it's like 3 p.m. and I only had breakfast. So yeah, I'm gonna have some food. I'm gonna try and do what I was meant to be doing on my sewing machine this morning before it broke, but I obviously need to set it up first. I'm also gonna, well, I was gonna try and film a video today, but given that it's already 3 p.m, it probably won't happen. I need to edit photos I took earlier. I haven't even looked at the photos I took earlier, so they might be rubbish. So I got a lot to do, so I'm just gonna shut up and get to doing it, and also put my phone on charge before it dies. So I'll catch up with you later. Okay, it is Friday, and I just got a package in the mail. Now, there are 2 things that should be coming in the mail. One of them is not that exciting, it's just a few fake flowers. The other one, however, is very exciting, and I think this is the exciting one. I don't know for sure because they both weren't meant to turn up today. I literally just got a text message about an hour ago saying something was turning up today, but I think it's what I think it is. So we're gonna open it up, and yeah, I'm very excited about this. Well, at first I've got to actually try and get into it because whoever packaged this did a very good job. It is what I think it is. So you can see from the label that this is a paper shoot camera. Now, you might not have heard of these, but I found these people on Instagram, and basically they're a small business and they make paper shoot cameras, which are very similar to disposable cameras, but they're not disposable. So they're made of paper, they're completely eco-friendly. I think they're made of recycled materials as well. And so they're really thin, really small, like a disposable camera, but it's got a memory card in it, so you can consistently take photos, wipe them, and then use it again. So yeah, I'm gonna open this and then we'll talk more about it. This is super cool packaging and I am totally gonna be using this for a photo shoot. I'm so excited. Okay, like first of all, look at how beautiful this box is. How cool is this? So yeah, I believe you actually have to build it yourself. So it's like a little build your own camera thing. And I've got the clear case so you'll be able to see all the insides, which I did deliberately because I really wanted to see like how it works. But yeah, how freaking cool is this? So I will build the camera momentarily, but basically the idea is that it's meant to be like a disposable camera, and so it will have the same sort of photo style, except they're on a memory card. So I believe there's 600 photos on the memory card, so you can obviously take a lot more photos than on a disposable camera, which is usually like 20 to 30. So yeah, it's basically like a disposable camera, but it's eco-friendly, and it's also way cheaper in the long run, because if you buy a disposable camera, I mean, it depends what one you get. They're usually anywhere from like 5 to 20 quid, depending on where you buy them from, what kind you get. I do have a couple of disposable cameras. And so obviously when you buy more of them, the cost stacks up. So I believe this was £120, and I got a couple of lenses with it as well. So yeah, the £120 was a little bit expensive up front, but when you add up that, I believe the disposable cameras I usually get them from Boots, and they're somewhere between £7 and £15 because I have a standard one and then a black and white one, which is a bit more expensive. So when you add those up, it only takes a few uses to get to more than £120. So it's an investment, and you get so many more photos out of it as well, because if you add up the 600 photos on this compared to the, say, 30 photos on a normal disposable camera, and then times that by however many it takes to get to 600, it would be more than £120. So it's an investment, and honestly it's super cool. And it comes with a USB cable, so basically when you want to take the photos off, you just plug it in, put them on your computer, wipe the memory card, and you start again. All that on top of the fact that it's just really freaking cool being able to like build your own camera. And yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna shut up and build this because I'm so excited. Hi, my paper shoot camera just arrived, but it needs batteries, so I was wondering if you could bring some batteries round. Okay, so it currently does not have any batteries which are meant to go here. I literally just called my mum and said, look, I know you weren't meant to be coming around today, but I really need some batteries because this is so cool and I need to use it like right now. So she's gonna drop round in an hour or so with some AAA batteries so that I can put them in the camera. But I built it for now. I haven't like tightened these properly because I'll have to take it apart again to put the batteries in, but like, how cool is this? So you can see it's super flat. It's actually smaller than a disposable camera, and like you can see all the inner workings of it. So you can see this is the memory card right here. You can see the little button that you press, which I assume this is to take the photo here. And like you've got the on off button at the back, and like just how cool is it to see the inner workings of a camera? It also came with 2 little lenses. These are lenses, and I got a second one, just as well, it's the third one actually, learn to count. That's how excited I am, I've forgotten how to count. But yeah, I ordered a separate one, so I don't know which one's which. I'm assuming it'll tell me. Yes, so this one is a macro lens. They're all macro lenses because they're teeny tiny. So this is a macro lens. But basically the camera came with 2 lenses, which is the macro and something else, and then I ordered a separate like prism effect one. There were a couple of effect ones I think, and I chose that one. And you can also buy the macro and the something else separately, but they came, like the camera was sold with them. I don't know if you can just buy the camera or if you have to buy the lenses with it, but I bought the lenses with it anyway. So yeah, these are honestly so cool and I cannot wait to have fun with these. So I don't really know how you attach these lenses because it's not like magnetic or anything, but like you can't see the photos when you take them. It's just like a disposable or a film camera. So I don't know if you're just meant to, you know, hold it like that, just, you know, hold it or what. And all the lenses come on these little keychains. So the thing that covers the lens is magnetic, which means you can attach it to a keychain or something. They're super small, you can literally just put it on your keys and take it with you, which is so cool. They're so convenient and so cool. So you can tell I'm quite excited about my new camera. I'm going to be playing with it all weekend. My friend is actually coming around later today, so I'm not going to have loads of time to play with it today. But rest assured, as soon as my mum arrives with batteries, I will be playing with it. So yeah, and I will be doing a review for it on my channel. I might put it up on my blog as well if you want to read it. So yeah, there's going to be loads of stuff around this. I'll probably use some of the photos from it for my 365 challenge, and yeah, I'm just going to be using this camera a lot basically. Especially now that I have a little macro lens, because I don't have a macro lens for my big normal camera, and like I'm not a huge macro photographer, I'm not hugely into it. However, it is something I would like to play with, but at the same time I'm not going to spend thousands of pounds on a macro lens just to have an experiment for a couple of days. So now that I've got a little macro lens for this camera, basically free of charge because it just came with the set, I can play with macro photography, which is really great. So yeah, I'm going to be playing with this a lot, but for the time being, while I'm waiting for my mum to arrive with batteries, I've got a few other things to do. I was in the middle of editing photos before the postman arrived. I need to finish that off. I've got a couple of little things to tidy up and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to carry on with that, and I'll get back to you when my mum arrives with batteries. Okay, my mum arrives with the batteries. So this is how it looks. It's all put together and screwed in. You can see the batteries that are in there. So now I'm going to try and use it. You don't even need to turn it on or anything. The switch on the back is actually to switch filters. And if you plug it in, you can change the settings so that it can actually record as well. I believe it only records for like 10 seconds. And I think you can do like a time lapse or something. But I probably won't be using it for filming. So yeah, the button on the back does filters, so it should just work. But I don't know. So you literally just push this. You can see the little button that it presses. Oh look, you can see the reflection. So yeah, I'm just gonna like point it over here and see if I can take a photo, and we'll see if it works. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear that, but these little blue lights flashed and it made a little sound. I'll show you. How cool is that? So yeah, I am literally just going to sit here and play with this for a little bit, play with some of the filters and then plug it in and see what they look like. I'm not going to do any big photo shoots today because, as I said earlier, I've got my friend coming over this afternoon, so haven't really got time to play with it properly, but I will definitely be playing with this tomorrow. Oh, and I also figured out how to use the lenses. They actually go on this way rather than that way, so I figured it out. Okay, it is Sunday morning. I feel like I've done a lot of talking this week and not a lot of, you know, just filming me doing stuff. Don't know why. Just been one of those weeks, I guess. Regardless of that though, it is Sunday, so this is the end of the vlog. Yesterday I spent a lot of time playing with this. I did a whole load of experiments with it, and I also took some like product style photos of it. So yeah, I am going to be continuing to experiment with this over the weekend, and there will be a review of it going up, well, not next week, but the week after when you see this. So yeah, subscribe if you want to know what my thoughts of this are. Honestly, I'm loving this. Like, I'm still not over how cool it is. Like, look at it. So yeah, that will be going up, and that's kind of going to consume the rest of my weekend. But first I need to end this vlog so that I can edit it. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like it if you did. Let me know if you like the slightly more talky vlogs or if you like more b-roll. This just accidentally became a slightly more talky vlog. So yeah, let me know what you think. And other than that, subscribe if you don't want to miss anything. I have obviously the paper shoe camera review going up soon. I'm also currently filming a what I eat in a weekend, which will go up on Wednesday when you guys see this. So yeah, subscribe if you don't want to miss any of that, and I will see you in the next video.